looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Let's go! 319! 319! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his first pass is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Set! 319!
Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And here's Allen throwing again. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Over.
Now Allen again. And this one is incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Benjamin with it over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Allen off the play fake. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. William Hayes in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he'll go down at the 28. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran player. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. Danny Amendola on the return. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, let's go. At 20.
Now Tannehill. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Tre'Davious White, a member of the all-rookie team a year ago, there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now the rookie from Arizona State, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
But if you're a fan of defense, especially this defense, you like what you're seeing here in the early going. Play with some great energy, already have a sack, and on that one, came back and forced an incompletion. They're getting after him.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
On 1st down, Allen. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Off the bootleg. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Let's go. 3-19.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Curley's got it, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Now the first carry for the forward Jaguar. This is Chris Ivory. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
First carry here for Tywan Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Set. Blue landed. Blue landed. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Bills on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To the air, Allen. Steps away to his left. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way.
And got his man complete. Devontae Parker. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They start on the ground with Ivory. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. 1st down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. Back deep, Danny Amendola. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And he's got Mike Gesicki, his rookie tight end, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Star Latulele in on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. They're able to locate Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Tannehill finding Wilson for the Miami 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to sling this, and this is caught inside the 5. And that one results in 35 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
He'll get it up the middle. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create?
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown, man.
You're looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Murphy. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Set, 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Now Amendola. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Trent Murphy in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On second down, here's Tannehill. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Kyle Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a 1st down when you want 3, get a little bit closer, making it easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense that they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hey, 4 down. Set, 40.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Star Lotulelei in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Drake off the give from Tannehill. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go. Set, 280. Tiger.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Trent Murphy in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go. 230.
Here's Tannehill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Left side here, caught by Clay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo, and Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Set. 319. 319.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Bills send the punter out. They'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Star Lotulelei in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Tannehill hands to Drake. And some room to work. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Now a handoff for Drake, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Kyle Williams in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Murphy. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And it's 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. This complete to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Allen, got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Tannehill. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Murphy. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Allen now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
Allen will try again on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun, it's Allen. And able to find Curley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. You gave the stat early on that he's one of just 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards last year, and then you said they needed to bottle him up for under 100 yards. He's way under 100 yards.
Bottom line, he's had virtually no success whatsoever.
And because of that, among a couple other reasons, they're down on the scoreboard. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and...
Oh, fuck out of here.
Man, what the fuck? This is
They'll run it
goofy,
now
bro.
out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45.
Okay.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Ooh,
On a
that's
2nd and long,
Good D,
it's
big
really
fella.
nice to see an
Yeah, he
offense
playing
has
tough,
enough
man. He ain't
confidence
got
Yeah, he
no
definitely
shot.
is.
the football in that
He ain't got no
situation.
shots,
I
and
think
he
that
ain't
goes back
complaining
to their
either.
practice and game
Yeah.
planning. They've
No
seen
doubt.
things that they've seen on
Honestly, if he
tape
wasn't
and in
complaining,
previous
he wouldn't.
games that led them to believe that
I
even
mean,
in a
but he ain't
long-distance
playing like it,
situation,
though.
they
He
can
could
still
come
run
on
the
it.
football and
Yeah.
gain enough
Oh, yeah.
yards to
Yeah,
put
because I done
themselves
seen
in a
enough
good
niggas,
spot
they
on
get
3rd
mad
down.
because so now they ain't playing defense no more. And
I'm saying, but he even passing the ball when he, you know, he
Charles,
passing
I
it,
think
he
when the
rotating
schedule
it.
comes
yeah,
out,
we
Yeah,
need to look
no
for him.
matter where they're predicted
Try to
to
get him a
finish,
shot,
talk
though.
about
Oh, no,
protecting
I'm
their
definitely
home
trying to get the
turf.
shot.
They were able to do that here in this one.
Look, he
Similar
said
to
the
a
picks
tennis
now.
match, right? Not letting them
He a
break
shooter
your
too, I think,
serve.
right?
That way
Yeah.
you hold on to it.
Sharp
They
rim.
got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
I was wide open. I let him down on that.
So
I ain't
for
gonna
the
force it to him, but
Dolphins,
I'ma definitely
the
try to
win
hit him.
gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year, and they'll get another home date
No,
next week
I
as
forced
the
it to him.
Patriots will
Yeah.
come to town. Meanwhile, for
It was
the
a crease,
Bills,
though, but,
it's
you
another
know.
week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9, and they'll be back home next week for a date with the New
Yeah,
York
that shit is
Jets.
crazy, bro. Hey, B, get them AI shoes off, though.
I got I paid 9,000 VC for the motherfucker LeBron's little mismatched LeBron's, but I forgot to put them on. They only in the neighborhood. I forgot to put them on.
So you about to lose your sponsorship, nigga, if you got one. He
I
came
was
over
trying to
there.
hit the big man.
He came over there too. As soon as you passed it, he came over there.
Gotta stop pressing X, bro. I wasn't even trying to throw that shit to you. I was trying to hit the center. He was right underneath the basket.
Yeah, that's pretty hard. Huh? No, I want you to finish eating. I don't want to hear that mess, man. You ain't getting nothing else. You better eat that crap. So when mommy come home, you gonna tell her you hungry. I want you to eat, sweetheart.
I'm just stuck in the dumb animation. That's retarded.
Watch yourself. He a lot. He got his bag.
Oh, that's right. Okay, he a lot. Right, oh shit, never mind. I was about to say, damn, that nigga plucked this shit out of me. I forgot he a lot.
You got the lock on you.
Oh, I tried to hit you across the court.